Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to Mixed Media Morsels Homespun. If you're new here, this year in my Mixed Media Morsels series, we're exploring different ideas and feelings associated with things being homespun. And homespun is just anything that's made at home. The journal pages that you create, the crafts you make, those are all homespun. And for my journal, and I'm noticing this with a lot of your journals, you're going down a nostalgic route, kind of a series of memories and things that are fun to capture. And by doing these pages each month, we are awakening, I believe, a lot of memories and nostalgic moments and are able to capture those on a journal page. And I've been looking at the Mixed Media Morsels Facebook page, and I can see that a lot of you are doing this. And I'm so glad. It's thrilled me to see you guys having so much fun and remembering things long forgotten and being able to just journal about those, whether it's in words or whether it's in images or colors, whatever comes to you is what I want you to create. Today, we're going to have a new set of prompts, not really prompts, but mainly just suggestions of things to think about while we're creating and something to add to our pages, which I think will be fun. So today's food for thought is ordinary or commonplace. You know, homespun things are kind of like we talked about last month, kind of down to earth, and homespun is humble, has humble beginnings. And so none of these things are about expensive products. We're just using what we have and keeping it humble and keeping it down to earth and ordinary. So the item to add this month is fruits and veggies. A thought came to me about my mother-in-law having a garden. When I first got married, many, many years ago, she had a garden. And one of the things she had was cucumbers, and she liked to make pickles. And I remember spending a day with her making bread and butter pickles, and it was the most fun. And so I decided I wanted to just make a little page that just pays homage to that. And I found a picture of a jar of pickles that I want to use. I saw this on Pinterest and I just printed it out, and I thought, how perfect to have this jar of pickles. I remember all of the pickling spices settling to the bottom, just like in this image. So it was a perfect little image to find. Now, of course, ours had, the mason jar lids with the sealer lid and then the ring. But this was cute, and I like the color combo with the blue and the green. That was nice. So I'm going to use this little jar of pickles on my page, but first I'm going to put down a background. This is just scrapbook paper, and it had an older sort of feel to it, maybe almost like wallpaper. So I'm going to put my little jar right here. I've got a little leafy branch I'm going to have coming out from behind the pickles, just as a little decoration. Just thought that would be kind of cute there. And I also have a little label. This was from a set of labels that I purchased a long time ago, and I just wrote in the words bread and butter pickles on it. I'm going to put that on my jar just for fun. That is so cute. Love that. And I've got a little piece of a rectangular doily that I had trimmed off at some point, and I'm going to put that across the top here. And then I'm going to put a piece of ribbon right across the top edge there just to cover that cut edge of the doily. I think that'll be really cute there. This is a very simple page today, but it's meaningful because it holds memories for me. And that's what I want you guys to do, is to choose something that holds a memory for you. And even if it's not, you know, some big elaborate page, I mean, none of these need to be elaborate. Simple is fine. Then I wrote out a little quote to put on my page. This is "Cherish life's simple pleasures." And I have another piece of scrapbook paper that I'm going to mount that on like this. And that's going to go over here, sort of like a picture hanging on a wall. I think I want to draw around the inside of the quote piece with a little bit of green. Just brighten that up with some color in there. Oh. I'm also going to outline my little leafy branch over here, just to help it to stand out a little bit more. There we go. Love that. And it's simple and it gets straight to the point. I really love that. Now I've got a copy of the recipe that my mother-in-law gave me. Her friend's name was Ruby. And I don't know if this was her own recipe or if my mother-in-law just named it that because it was her friend's recipe. I don't know. But I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape across the top just to kind of decorate it a little bit. And I may put some at the bottom edge also. So there's a little bit of room down here that I can journal on, or I can use the back side of this to journal on. And I think I'm going to add this little sticker too. Very cute. So this was the recipe we used way back then. And I'm going to put this recipe in the pocket of the bag right here. There we go. And it'll be right in there. I can pull it out whenever I want to revisit. So there we go. A fun little page, very simple and yet filled with memories and something that's really meaningful to me. I hope you guys find something just as fun and meaningful in a simple, ordinary thing. And I hope that it means so much to you that it becomes extraordinary. So thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you again soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.